Hey everyone, Liz Campbell here from Dynamic Intention. Just popping on kind of quickly. Haven't done a live stream on here for ages, and I had thought about making a video, but then I thought, well, you know what, it starts on June the 9th, so in actual fact what I need to be doing is showing up live to let people know. I've already done this on Facebook, and I have also already done this on my to my email list. So what I will say is, if you watch my videos on here regularly and you aren't in any of my Facebook groups or following me on Facebook or looking at what I'm doing on my business page there or any of that stuff, that's all fine. You can actually you can get onto my mailing list by buying something from my digital shop, or there is actually a free product you can get on Podia from my digital shop, essentially, that would put you on my email list because it gets delivered by email after you've signed up. So you can do that if you want to get on my email list, so you can receive news from me as to what is going on and what I'm up to. But just to let you all know that on the 9th of June, we start a very exciting thing that I haven't done in a very, very, very long time, actually. And I've never offered it in this format. Some of you may know that I activate DNA. Some of you may have also worked out that I haven't really spoken about it for ages. But the reason being, I've had one-to-one clients I've been dealing with. I'm doing a lot of work with my content creation mastermind program and so on and so forth. But I got a full-on sort of almost like a tap, tap, tap on my skull last week that it's time for me to offer a group DNA activation, essentially as a month-long experience, which I'm actually running via a Telegram group. Okay, so you get to actually watch and you get to participate in this live. And what I'm doing with this as well, it's really interesting. So I'm doing this, the first round is going to be run live via Telegram, via a channel and a group that I've already set up, okay? For those of you who sign up, you get to sign up for the lowest price it's going to be offered at. It's $100, and I even have a payment plan in place. So you can basically opt to pay 2 installments of $50 if you're already strapped for cash, okay? What we're going to be doing during the course of this month is going to be an intensive whirlwind, effectively. We are going to be doing work on basically sorting out issues with your immune system that are causing blockages on you manifesting the things that you desire. We're looking, well, we're not just looking at the DNA. Basically, what we'll be doing is we are going to be activating your DNA. We'll be clearing up seals. There's a whole bunch of other stuff we're going to be doing, which is the same stuff that I do with my one-to-one clients when I work with them. And we will also be going into adjusting you energetically so that you are magnetizing the things that you desire rather than blocking them. Okay, so it's a DNA activation and orientation that we're going to be doing, okay? And effectively, after we've done this first round, I will be turning it into a digital course, and I'm going to keep the Telegram group open so that essentially anyone who does the digital course who signs up for it afterwards, and the price will be going up after the first round, anyone who signs up afterwards will get to join the group, and essentially you get to experience like being in a community of people who are on the same journey as you, so you can share your stories, and effectively, if you want support, you can ask each other for support, and I will be popping in and giving advice and so on and so forth. So it's going to be like an ongoing thing for anyone who signs up now. Essentially, what you'll be getting is a whole lot for your money that you then basically, rather than just sort of leaving at the end of the month, you get to continue to participate in the community. And the price will be doubling after it's run this first round, and then it will be going up from there because it's worth an awful lot more in terms of monetary value than what I'm charging for it for this first round. But I wanted to start it off at this price because this is what feels aligned right now. And this is what I'm getting very, very clearly. Okay, who's that? Hey, Carlia, darling. Yes, I was going to say, and for those of you who are already in the Quantum Creation Mastermind group, it's included in your membership. So, you know, anyone who's been thinking about joining the Quantum Creation Mastermind group and has been on the fence about it, this may be something that tips you over. Who knows, essentially. But yes, this is what we're doing. I'm not going to be. I just want to clarify as well. I'm not going to be for those of you who are joining the Shift group. I'm not teaching you to activate DNA as part of this. What I'm doing is I'm doing the activation with you. For those of you in the Quantum Creation Mastermind group, essentially, I'm going to be going more into the teaching you how to. So if you want to understand how to do this stuff, you need to come and join the Mastermind group. And if you just want your DNA activated and you want basically the work done without being taken on a run through of exactly what's going on, then you join the Shift group. Does this make sense? Just to clarify this, so that so there's no confusion on anyone's part. Okay. And yes, I'm really excited about this. It's something that's rather interesting. It's something that the last time I did a group DNA activation, I think was, oh my God, must have been back in 2017, I think. Quite a long time ago, as I'm sure you'll agree. Yeah, when I was living in Mallorca. That was the last time I did a group DNA activation. And that was actually held in a group that I used to run. Okay, so that was done within a group that I used to run. This is the first time I've offered this out on a group basis publicly. So it's exciting for me for all sorts of reasons. And I'm sure that whoever basically is going to benefit most from seeing this and signing up for it will have their eyeballs on it at some point before we start. So, you know, I'm just trusting in the process here. It's just me streaming what I'm going to call divine guidance on this in terms of understanding, you know, coming back to this thing of planting the flag. This is something I'm very, very strongly I'm here on this planet to do this work with the right people. You will know, if your eyeballs are on this, you'll know that you're one of those people, essentially. So we shall see. I'm just throwing this out there. I know that if you are watching this is something you need to be looking underneath this. Okay. There is a link underneath this. I've kept it very, very simple. The drop down box underneath this video, it's already in there. So there's a link for sign up in there. Okay. And I have also said, if you've got any questions regarding it, you can email me at liz@dynamicintention.net. Just, you know, that's for people essentially. If you're on the fence about it and you're not sure, I would with these things, I always say muscle test yourself. But if you've got any questions about what I'm going to be covering during the course of the month, then you're absolutely welcome to send me an email saying, you know, what is, you know, even if it's what is DNA activation, what's this about? You know, I don't really understand. I'm aware of the fact that there may be some people who end up watching this, their soul's calling them to have their DNA activated, and they're like, what the fuck is it? So yeah. I'm open to the fact that might be the case. I would probably think it's unusual, but you know, it is what it is, essentially, from that point of view. If you're pondering it, if you're feeling a pull, but there's a bit of I'm not sure, throw me an email basically saying, Liz, okay, so what's going to happen during the course of the month? Essentially, it's a Telegram group and a Telegram channel. So it's nice because it's off of Facebook. It's off of all of the usual things, essentially. So, you know, if you've got any issues about, you know, I don't know. At the end of the day, if you have a phone and you're worried about surveillance, it always kind of makes me go, Effectively, there's a bit of a kind of cognitive dissonance going on there. You know, if you have any kind of digital life whatsoever, essentially, you are connected to all sorts of things. But anyhow, that's another subject for another day. Yeah, so I'm running it via Telegram. I'm very excited about this. I literally only just got onto Telegram recently. I'm not doing any public groups on there. It's just literally for this course, and that will be ongoing. But I'm going to seriously look at Telegram as a way of delivering things in the future, actually, because I can sort of see I can really see the usefulness of it, if that makes any sense, in terms of the way that it's organized. I really like the fact that if you're running a group thing on there, basically, and you're in a group thing on there and someone replies to you, you like a separate kind of box that comes up so that you can actually organize what's going on and see very clearly what's going on. That's just one of the features I quite like about it. Quite apart from the fact that it has more security than WhatsApp and so on and so forth. But essentially, yes, excited about this. It's only $100. You know, for those of you, like I said, who are really strapped for cash at the moment, there's a payment plan option, so you can do 2 installments of $50. You will find, I will say this right now, you will find as a result of doing this that your ability to manifest things at speed really does increase, because that's what happens when your DNA is properly activated. And when I'm talking about properly activated, there's quite a lot to a proper activation from the point of view of, like, not all DNA activations are created equal, but you know, this is something I'm going to be talking about in the quantum creation group, actually. So I'll be going into that. For those of you who end up watching this live stream now, who are in the Quantum Creation Mastermind group, feel free to poke your hand up in the group chat on WhatsApp and say, so Liz, what's the difference between a decent DNA activation and one that's basically not worth bothering with? And I'm going to go into it. In fact, I'm going to go into it with you all anyway. Give me a couple of days. There's quite a lot going on here at the moment in Hove because Brighton Music Conference is on. I'm going out tonight because Timo Maas is playing at the Arch, so I'm going to that. I'm going to go out, have a nice sober dancing night out. Anyhow, send you all lots of love. If you've got questions, fling them at me, basically, or you can fling them at me in the comments on this live stream, or if you want them to be in private, use liz@dynamicintention.net. Go and have a click on the link. If you're feeling pulled to it, sign up for it. You know, it is for you. Very, very clear message that this is something that's very much needed. Okay, so I know that there are those of you out there who are going to see this, and this is actually here for you at the right time. I'm delivering what you've been asking for on some level. Okay. Mwah. Love to all of you. See you again soon.